welcome to Flory Models kit review time. Today it's something a little bit different. We've got Master Box or MB Limited. I've done some figures recently and we thought we'd have a look. So first up we've got this one called Man Down. As you can see from the box art, it is exactly what it says. It's a modern Middle Eastern present day type of diorama set. So you've actually got a wounded soldier, obviously a soldier helping, guy on a 50 caliber, and then obviously calling him for help. So it's one of those kits you can go along. Obviously they're showing it here on a Humvee, but I actually think it's pretty much generic to most of the sort of vehicles and everything else you could have around. Okay, so on the back, as you can see, this is actually what you get in the set. So you've got really what we can see there, the wounded soldier, you know, lying down. As I say, you don't have to go with a Humvee, you've got other types of vehicle you can go with as well. And generally your call outs, what they are, your colour call outs, your painting, and obviously a sprue. Because obviously in here, one would imagine it is literally just a sprue, which it is, nothing else in the box. All right, so if we have a look, this is a pinned on one. Now the cost of these are around about sort of $8.99 mark, all right, which seems a lot of money for one sprue, but generally you've got some very nice details in here, and to try and recreate a diorama off the bat, especially with sort of modern armour kits, things like that, isn't the easiest thing in the world. So actually what you've got down here is a situation where you've got obviously multi-parts going right the way through, but you have got some equipment as well. So we've got weapons, so we've got like an M4 down here with a grenade launcher underneath, various stowage type items, bandoliers, magazine holders, things like that, right the way through. We've got a saw down here as well. You know, we've got another M4 down here with an ACOG on. So generally you've got that sort of modern one, camel pack. We've got a Beretta, various things down here, and it looks like we've got a Scar. I think it's supposed to be a Scar L. The light version of the Scar down there with a grenade launcher. So you've got very much an eclectic selection of weapons and various things down here. You've got the camel packs. So really this is a bang up to date type of fit with all of these. So pretty much you could do what you like with it. We've got the bipod for the actual saw down there as well, and obviously the drum for that one, twin mags, the helmets. But generally looking around at the people, the faces, you know, you've don't look too bad. I don't know how well the camera picks that guy up, but he does look like he's in pain. If we just concentrate on the top camera down here, we'll have a good look around this stuff. We'll try and bring you in as tight as we can without losing detail. So as you can see in this quarter up here, you've got this guy who doesn't look happy. We're assuming he is either a zombie, which we'll talk about in a minute, or he has been wounded. Okay, but generally you've got the legs with all the detail you'd expect on all of these, and as you can see the weapons are all looking very good, generally very nice. Got the cummerbund down there, and it's even got the molly weave down there, very nicely done, and everything else on all of these parts. As you can see, it's very nicely detailed the way it's all done. It's a little bit flashy, needs a little bit of clean up here and there. As I say, I don't know Master Box. We've seen some of their World War I stuff in the past, but generally not looking too bad. The guy there's holding the actual radio system, and they're moving around here with the Scar. You know, generally it's not too bad on the details. It looks pretty good. Most of the faces look quite good, quite clean. It's just a little bit gritty, I suppose, with the mold the way it actually is. So flipping over onto the blind side, we can actually see down here all the parts. Again, some nice moulding in, but I think it's just going to need a little bit of cleanup here and there. It's not exactly the cleanest mould we've ever seen in here. I think the saw's obviously had a bit of a whack down here, so just be careful on that one, removing it from the sprue. Okay, but generally not too bad. Even down here with the M4, with the front riz rail, actually does look like a riz rail. That is actually very nicely moulded in. Some nice details on that, and even right down to the, I presume that's, I don't know if they're actually wearing NVGs or night vision goggles, or it's supposed to be a pair down there, but it looks like the mount for it and those as well have been put in, so some nice details. But generally it is a hollow helmet, so you have got a full head, which is quite a nice touch. It isn't just like the flat head right the way over the top, but generally just going round, you can see it's all there. It's all very nicely sort of moulded in with all these parts. All the helmets look good and everything else. Even the camel packs look pretty good, I must admit. You know, as I said, it's one sprue. It'll completely change your kit. This is modern stuff, so it seems like they've got modern gloves on, modern pads. You've even got, I don't know, presume it's on these. Let me just look. Yeah, you've even got the actual pulls, the mag pull on there on the bottom, so you can get a better grip of it to pull it out of your mag pouches, which is quite a nice touch. And obviously they've got the armoured gloves, things like that on there, so it is really bang up to date of everything that you use right the way through to it. It looks like they've actually got the pressure switches, which have a look down on here on the vertical grip. So I'm just trying to see a vertical grip on them, if they have followed right the way through. But generally very, very nice. I have to say that it's incredibly nice detail on all of these, going right the way through. As I said, something a little bit different, bang up to date soldiers. Some of the ones you get with the armour tend to be, you know, from sort of years ago. But as I say, MB Master Box have come right up to this one. So there we go, quick recap on that one. So your kit number on that one is 35170. Okay, so as I said, really nice type of stuff on that. And as we can see, around about sort of $8.99 on those. But absolutely beautiful box art right the way through. And as you can see, how you can sort of get them lined out in your painting and everything else on that. So actually really, really nice. But that's their man down set from Masterbox.